It's a gleeful weekend. Yeah! Oh, is this the prom? When she gets voted in? I've seen this. Oh, I'm not gonna cry for some reason. That's just like so sweet. That is so sweet. Smile and breathe. Oh, God, she looks stunning. Oh, Quinn! I didn't realize this was a Quinn song. I love Quinn. On this endless ocean, finally lovers know no change. Wow, Quinn. Why did I not notice this song before? Turning and returning to some secret place inside. Wait, that wasn't Quinn. That was Naya. That second half, right? It started with Quinn. And it's confusing because Quinn usually sings with more of a nasal plugged sound. She's got kind of that plugged sound, but it didn't sound like it. But the second half, that was Naya. Are you messing with me? Like, you guys on Patreon voted for this, and then my editor, which by the way also runs Glee 10 years, did the editing for this, and I think he's trying to mess with me. I think he's trying to trick me. I caught you, David. You can't trick me on this. That was Naya on the second half, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I gotta start this over now. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna figure this out. I know their voices, even though this isn't a normal Quinn voice. That's Quinn, slightly plugged, not as much as normal. You can hear a little bit. And then I say it switches here. I caught you. That's Santana. That's not Quinn. For sure. And you can tell because of the absence of nose plug. It's very, very close. Turning and returning would be a little bit more Quinn. Turning and returning is a little bit more Naya. I know that wasn't the greatest example, but I can hear the difference on that. That's definitely Naya right there. Oh, Rachel looks beautiful. This is when she was magically standing and then could dance too. Take my breath away. Oh, she just looked fabulous. Watching, I keep waiting till anticipating love. Yeah, and that's Quinn on the bottom with Naya up at the top. I think it's Naya up at the top. It could be another Quinn up at the top. I'm not quite sure with the top harmony, but the first one is definitely Quinn in the lead with that slight plugged nose. It's a little bit softer, more relaxed. She came with her dress. That was Naya, and you're gonna hear it because returning. She puts a little bit of a whine on it, a little bit, whereas Quinn doesn't at all. Turning and returning to some secret place to cry. You hear that squeak there? Just a little bit. Watching in slow motion as you turn to me and say, my love, take my breath away. I don't know. Is there a Quinn and Santana like grouping? What do you mean? Quintana? Considering all the different ways that Glee went, I could have seen a Quinn and Santana coupling.
Chills. Literal chills.
I really could have, just because it just seemed like Quinn totally could have swung both ways.
was, but it was just because she was so conservative that makes me feel when someone's that conservative that they're hiding something. And she was so conservative in the beginning, right? With like her Bible thing and her virginity and being very structured in that. And then like the perfect cheerleader. It's like you're hiding your true self, which makes me think. And I think they probably would have done really well together because you've got what? You've got Santana, who is a little bit more flexible, a little bit more wild, while as Quinn is more structured and anchored. I think it would be a really good balance, truthfully. That should have happened. Does it happen? Does it happen at one point? I don't know. I'm not that far in the show yet. Oh, look at that eye connection. Oh my God, it's so sad because you think of real life. Back to Quinn. I wasn't even listening and I heard it. Well, I was kind of listening, but not really. Hear that switch. From the Everglass I saw you. There's no way Quinn would hit it that heavy. It would be softer. And then listen to Only for Today. I'm assuming it'll go I Am Unafraid. But that's when Quinn comes in. There it is, bold. Little haze there. Watch switch. See how gentle that is there?
I am unafraid.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Take my breath away.
Ooh, I like that with Santana. With Santana doing the lead and Quinn doing a higher harmony, I think is really beautiful. And oh my God, can we get more clips of Rachel and Finn like loving each other? I am currently doing a weekly watch party for Glee, just so you know, with the screen, with the audio.
Go back to high school.
Oh my God, it was just perfect casting on that. Every single week on my Patreon. We are currently on season, it's 3 or 4. I want to say season 3. My editor is definitely going to pop up right here and tell you what it actually is.
Goodbye to Sandra.
That was a great note. So we are just at the point where Rachel has broken up with Finn officially. They've officially said it's not going to work anymore because there was too much craziness. And it's so sad because I really like them together. And then you think about them in real life that they were already together and then he passed and it just makes it even worse. So this whole video is kind of torture of watching them together and loving each other when we all know what happens in the show and what happens in real life. It's like, oh God, you guys, they're so cute together.
Take my breath away.
Oh, is this where she stands? And then she starts dancing?
Haunted by the notion, somewhere there's a love place.
Beautiful.
Turning and returning to some secret place inside.
Yep, totally, Naya. The vocal difference between both of them is usually so very, very different. Usually we hear Quinn with a softer, more nasal tone, and we hear Santana with a more bold, upfront tone. Now, this is a normal Santana voice, but this is not a normal Quinn voice. It's almost like Quinn stepped up her game a little bit and didn't go quite as airy and soft so that way she could blend with Santana's really, really strong vocals so that way they would sound really good together. I haven't heard them do that before. Usually Quinn sticks with her normal tone, which makes sense because you have to still kind of sound like your character even when singing, but I feel like they adjusted it more here than they normally would.
Watching in slow motion as
Oh, and they
my way and say, take my breath away.
Oh, get it on. It's like Spring Awakening.
Take my breath away.
Oh, he's like kind of sad too.
Take my breath away.
That was beautiful. My love, take my breath away. It's very soft and gentle excess air breathing through to allow it to have that gentle ending to a beautiful song.
Take my breath away.
Dum, 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 dum. I like the song.
My love, take my breath away.
I thought about this part and I was like, God, that's going to be such a mess. You know that the janitor's pissed. That's, of course, where my brain would go.